Coming up on NewsWatch 12 this morning, fire season is here, and we will tell you what you need to know as fire precautions are in effect.
Plus, new developments in Senate Bill 550 with the latest a right to repair bill and its impact on the community.
And today we're starting off June with some pretty warm weather, but some breezy winds into your second day. We'll have more updates on your week ahead coming up.
Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. The time is 6 a.m. on June 2nd. Welcome to NewsWatch 12 this morning. I'm Damian Alvarado.
And I'm Carlos Murrieta. We're going to start with fire watch coverage this morning as level 1 evacuations are in place for the telephone fire in Klamath County. Zones KLA 0651 and KLA 0681 are currently placed on level 1 Be Ready evacuation notices. The fire is currently burning at 30 acres with multiple ground resources on the scene, and 2 aircrafts have been assigned. According to the South Central Oregon Fire Management Partnership, the cause of the fire is unknown at this time, and this is a developing story, and NewsWatch will keep you updated as we learn more. But we're going to check in with Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress for a look at our weather. And Sarah, as we're heading in right now this fire season, what is the biggest concern right now as we head in?
The next couple of days, definitely our concern is going to be those winds picking up, especially into the afternoon areas inland. Those breezes will be a bit gusty for us. And over the past weeks, it has been on the drier side for us, so that also is another concern. So as we're working into the next couple of days, we can expect warm temperatures will be slightly above or around normal for us. Lots of sunshine. And again, it's going to be pretty windy for us along the coast and areas inland. Definitely expect those breezes to pick up for us as we're working our way into the afternoon. We'll take a closer look in just a second. But this morning, starting out with clear skies across the region, definitely is feeling on the cooler side for us. It'll be a bit more comfortable as you're working out earlier this morning. Well, those temperatures will climb as we're working through our day, and like I mentioned, with that wind, especially as we're working into the afternoon, evening hours, it's going to get pretty gusty around dinner time for us. When we do see that sunset, that's when we'll get a little bit of relief areas inland, but it is going to stay pretty gusty for us along the coast tonight. Now, high temperatures today, like I mentioned, they'll be a little bit warmer for us. We'll be into the 80s and to our west side valleys. We'll be into the upper 70s, into the 80s over east side, 80s into Northern California, and expect the 70s over into Brookings and the 60s elsewhere. But I'll have more details on what you can expect in the days to come coming up in your next forecast.
As we head into warmer and drier summer months, it's officially the start of fire season in Jackson and Josephine counties.
NewsWatch 12's Rocky Walker shows us how you can keep your community safe.
I don't think it could come at a better time given the conditions that we are expecting.
Fire season officially started in Southern Oregon Sunday morning, as the week ahead sees projected temperatures into the 90s. While fire season started on the 1st of the month, the weather has been ticking towards fire danger for more than a week.
When we start to see those temperatures increase, we start to see those windy conditions in the afternoon, that just directly impacts the fire behavior that we're seeing, and it helps fire naturally grow.
Despite increased fire behavior lately, the official start of fire season means changes to the community.
What it means is that we've determined there's that increased risk and we need to do something about it, meaning put those regulations in place to limit the activities that we know cause fires.
Currently, we're in low fire danger and industrial fire precaution level 1. What this means? No debris burning of any kind. No fireworks near ODF land. Exploding targets and tracer ammunition are banned. Campfires are only allowed at designated campgrounds, and smoking while traveling is only allowed if the car windows are closed.
It falls on everyone to be aware and be ready.
In Jackson County, I'm Rocky Walker.
11 people are in the hospital after a mass stabbing at Salem Union Gospel Mission Men's Shelter in downtown Salem. Reports came in around 7:15 Sunday evening, and Salem police officers responded to a report that multiple people had been stabbed at the shelter. Salem police say 11 victims were taken to the hospital with varying types of injuries. One suspect is in custody, and police have not released any more information as this is an active investigation.
And a 49-year-old woman has been arrested in Hornbrook following a vegetation fire investigation after the fire was linked to an unsafe burning practice. According to CAL FIRE, the 49-year-old woman is facing 2 charges of felony and 2 misdemeanor charges. The Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office is reminding the community the significance of state fire laws, and CAL FIRE is emphasizing the dangers of wildland fires posed to life and property, and is urging the public to remain vigilant.
In an update, Senate Bill 550, the right to repair bill expanding to wheelchairs, has been passed in the Oregon House and Senate. This bill provides manufacturer parts, tools, and information changing that problem. Currently, many wheelchair or mobility aid users need to repair their wheelchairs at workshops or using non-sanctioned fixes. This decreases wait times and increases availability to wheelchair users in need of repairs. Without it, many wheelchair users have to turn to bike shops or repair workshops just to maintain stability.
Representative Pam Marsh shared her thoughts on the floor, saying there needs to be greater emphasis on trusting the disabled community as far as our intimate knowledge of needs and ability to repairs. We've spoken with many wheelchair users who say they repair at home with anything they have around to keep their mobility for even a short amount of time, and this bill changes that.
This is just going to open the door to get OEM parts, from the manufacturer that are the right fit, the right size, and take away that part of having to make do.
The bill is now headed to the governor's desk, where COTEC could sign the bill into law. For a closer look at Senate Bill 550 and organizations who will be impacted by it, you can head on over to our website.
Ashland is moving forward with a new water treatment plant backed by a $73 million federal loan. The project will replace an outdated facility in a flood-prone area with a modern system. It includes new pipelines and technology to combat harmful algae blooms. Construction starts this summer with pipework along Glenview and Granite Streets expected to last 4 to 6 months.
New this morning, a jet boat ride turned into a rescue when the captain of a Hellgate jet boat excursions boat helped save a swimmer. The captain on a brunch excursion trip noticed something in the water when it turned out to be a body floating face up. The captain then steered the boat beside her as guests helped the captain bring this person on board. The captain was able to stabilize the person, and then paramedics took the person in for further medical evaluation. That boat trip continued after the rescue as planned, and Hellgate is reminding everyone to wear a life jacket as you head out to the water.
Spearfishing and bait is now permanently allowed for smallmouth bass fishing along the Coquille River system. According to the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, the new rule started on June 1st and applies to the mainstream Coquille River and East, Middle, North, and South Forks. Bait and spearfishing was previously used every summer since 2020 to allow anglers to help and remove smallmouth bass in the river. The fish was illegally introduced into the waters years ago and have since become an invasive species and prey on juvenile fall Chinook salmon, one of the main reasons the population has declined in recent years. More information on the new rule can be found on ODFW's website. And last month, we told you about Aello Airlines facing backlash for their role in ICE deportations, and today the airline is still facing criticism from the local community. Organizers held a rally over the weekend against the airline as protesters went out to oppose Aello's contract with ICE. They say their hope is that the airport will cut them out of the airport, and their contract will be cut with ICE and the deportations. Organizer Ron Fizet says this is just the start of a summer-long campaign against Aello Airlines.
I mean, I don't expect the airline to be gone tomorrow, but maybe in a couple of months. Because, like I said, this is where it starts.
In April, Aello CEO Andrew Levy said in a statement, "We determined this charter flying will provide us with the stability to continue expanding our core scheduled passenger service and keep our more than 1,100 crew members employed for years to come." They also facilitated deportation flights under the Biden administration and say the partnership is not politically motivated. The summer travel season is right around the corner, and Medford is not only expected to see an increase of its tourism, it's likely to be one of Oregon's go-to destinations for the summer. Medford is projected to be one of the most toured cities in Oregon. According to Travel Medford, peak tourism starts in May and ends in September. The Travel Medford states they're forecasting a record transient lodging tax collected from hotels and short-term rentals for May's visitation from 5% to 8%. This is with the help of sports tournaments like the Rogue Memorial Challenge and other tournaments going on in Rogue X and Alithia and Driveway.
Now into the next couple of days, we are expecting temperatures to stay pretty warm for us with lots of sunshine going around. We can expect those breezes areas inland to pick up into the afternoon through the evening for us, becoming a bit gusty for your Monday, Tuesday, and a little bit into your Wednesday as well. When we do see that sunset, that's when we'll get a little bit of relief from that wind, but definitely going to be feeling on the warmer side as we're working our way through the next couple of days. We'll be right at seasonal, right above areas inland and even along the coast for us. It'll be a bit warmer as we're over near Brookings for us, where those highs are going to be into the 70s, and it'll stick around for us as we're working our way into your Tuesday, and those winds will be there as well. Now we are expecting this to continue for the next couple of days with a warming trend as we're heading into the weekend. I'll have more details for you on the days ahead coming up in your next forecast.